Hey, what is up everybody? I'm Keshav and welcome to this second episode of Q&A on this channel. I love Q&A videos. I usually never do them, but hey, I think I'm gonna stick to try and do one of these things once every month and see where this goes. Because I love answering questions. I like talking. I'm like more of a blah 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 guy. So hey, can't help, right? Okay, let's get into this thing, shall we? First question, if you could use only one traditional art tool for the rest of your life, which would it be? That's a good question. Man. My mind is kind of wandering between the brush pen and the ballpoint pen, and I'm just seeing which one would work best. I think I'd probably, at this point in my life, choose the brush pen. It's versatile. You can do a lot of things with it. It's pretty cool. It's a cool supply, man. It's a cool supply. So yeah, my answer is the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. What is the goal of your life? Do you fear death? Ooh, that's a very deep question. To answer that first part of the question, what is the goal of my life? The goal of my life, which I think right now at this moment would be to make good art and share that art with a lot of people, and to be productive, to lead a meaningful life. That means for me just doing a lot of drawings, sharing those drawings with other people, telling stories. That's one of the biggest thing of my life, to tell good stories through the medium I choose, which may be drawings, or which may be like videos, or which may be short films, feature films, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, my goal in life to tell stories, create beautiful worlds and characters, and share it with other people. And do I fear death? I think yeah, everybody fears death, right? Like, I'm not gonna say I don't want to die, but I can say I'm afraid to die. So yeah. We're going too deep into this thing. No more. No, we need to keep this light and fun and simple, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. How to stop procrastinating? That's a very good question. To be honest, I don't know the answer. I'm still struggling with the thing of procrastination, but I can give you a few tips. One would be to block 25 to 30 minutes in your day and do the most important task first thing. And if you just do that alone, you'd be good. You'd be free from the thing of procrastination, at least like 50%. I don't know. Yeah. So that's how you stop procrastinating. Or what you could do is just, if you're procrastinating on something for so long that you've just put it off for so long, here's what you do. Set up a timer for 6 minutes and just do that thing. And if you just do that thing for that small period of time, you'll eventually get out of that thing and you'll start doing stuff. You know, action creates more action. Sitting and doing nothing creates more sitting and doing nothing. Do you like pizza? Yes, I love pizza, especially cheese ones. Love it. With ones with lots of cheese and vegetables. I love those pizzas. Pineapple on top of pizza? No. Like, what are you thinking? Come on, seriously. Which artist do you admire the most, other than Jake? Jake being Jake Parker. I was gonna answer that question with the Jake Parker, but right now, okay, artists who I admire the most. A couple of people, like quite a lot of people. Joe Matt, Scotty Young, Kudaman, Ross Tran from Ross Draws, he's pretty cool. Casey Golden, who's another YouTuber. I like Wex, Alicia Souza, Calvin and Hobbes creator, Bill Watterson. His work is just amazing. Miyazaki. People who do a lot of traditional art, I just love them. I love people who does traditional artworks. So yeah, all these people admire me a lot. No, I admire them. What am I saying? What's my favorite movie? My favorite movie. I don't have one favorite movie, but I can give you a movie which I really liked. The one I watched right now was this thing called Game Night. I kind of liked that movie. I thought it was going to be a bad movie, but another one of these commercial mainstream movies, but apparently it turned out to be really good. I like that movie. So it's called Game Night. Go watch it. It's pretty cool. And also like there's another film called The Big Sick by Kumail Nanjiani. It's a love story. It's a love story between a Pakistani American and an American girl. So it's pretty cool. It's a funny movie. It's a very funny movie. I like that thing. How do you stay so consistent on your YouTube videos without running out of ideas? I gotta say, I'm not that consistent with my YouTube videos. 1, 2, if you really like something, if you're really passionate about something, you will get so many stuff to say. You'll have so many things to say, so it's very hard to run out of ideas. You can run out of ideas in the micro level, you know, like in today I may or may not have an idea. I may or may not have an idea in a week, but overall the macro level, the big picture level, I have tons and tons of ideas to work on. So the key is to find something that you're really good at and really passionate about. So these are the two keys. Hi. Oh wait, hello there. How do you obtain a style and stick with it? Well, I don't think you can just obtain one style and stick with it, because you as a person will keep changing throughout the course of your life, and your style highly depends. Man, all these traffic sounds, I hate them. I hate you. Stop it. I'll turn into Batman. I will disintegrate you. Yeah, you as a person will change throughout the course of your life. So your style highly depends on the person who you are right now. Your interests might change. The things you like might change. The people you like might change. The things you consume might change. So all these things affect your style drastically. So that means you cannot have one style throughout your life. You'll have one theme probably running across the course of your art, but you know, it's very hard to stick to one thing. I haven't found that many people who are stuck to just one thing, and those people who do stick to one thing are really big and great, and they really make it big. So yeah. What's your favorite kind of weather? To be honest, my favorite kind of weather right now, I like sun, I like warmth, but I also like that kind of weather which you see in those Twilight movies, which is very rainy, depressed and dark and moody. I kind of like that. I actually watched Twilight because of the weather. I didn't like that movie at all. I watched that movie because of the weather in that movie. I really like that place. I even considered at one point to go to a place similar to that one and just live there. Have you thought about doing animated vlogs? Yes, I have, and yes, I've already made I think two or one. No, one. I think I've officially made one animated vlog called The Time I Try to Be Spider-Man. I really love that video. I really enjoyed watching that video, but to be honest, I don't think I'm the kind of guy who'll be making animated video vlogs on internet, especially on YouTube, because it's extremely hard to make those things, and my good God, I have no idea how these people do that. It takes like literally 1 month to make one video. That video especially took me around about like 1.5 months, and it took a lot of time. I think I'll probably make one in the future, but the thing is, I want it to be different, unique, nice, and worth my time. I don't want it to be a simple YouTube video. I want it to be really nice and well made. So yes, I'll probably be making an animated vlog, but it's going to be really nice instead of my usual standard quality. Do watercolors? Yes, I will. Can you make a video about how you color your art? I'm making an exclusive digital course on how I color my drawings. It's called Coloring Made Simple, a 3-step process for coloring any drawings, and it's very simple, it's very easy. I've made sure it's very easy, and it's practical. It's not one of those fancy coloring tutorials on Patreon or YouTube where everything is so complicated. This thing is so simple, easy, and fun to follow. There are exercises, there are assignments in that thing, and it makes sure you follow through the whole course. And not only you look at the whole course, it also makes sure you do a thing, an assignment, a coloring assignment. So that's what this thing is called, Coloring Made Simple. It'll be out in a week. Okay, last question. Afraid of doing art as a full-time job? Did you have this as a beginner? Yes, I was afraid of doing art as a full-time job. Absolutely. I was afraid of doing YouTube as a full-time thing, art as a full-time thing. Because you know, it's very hard to make it as an artist in this current world. The competition is extremely high, and it's very hard. But, with a big but, it's not impossible. And if you really are into it, if you really want to do it, if you really want to make art as your full-time job, and if you have the skill sets to back that thing up, it's very possible. And also, here's another idea to consider. I don't think everybody needs to do art as their full-time job. I think some people would be actually better off doing something else for money they're doing art on the side and having fun, or like finding a job that just takes like 4 to 5 hours a day. You lead a simple life, you don't need these extravagant thingies. I mean, that's the trade-off that you make, and you get the security of finance from that, and you make art on your side. So there's a weird thing happens. You take the pressure of having to make money from your art. It's a very bad pressure. Okay, I wouldn't say bad pressure. Sometimes it can get overwhelming and really stifles your creativity. And there were tons and tons of artists throughout history who had a day job and who did their art on the side. For example, the one that comes to my mind is Anthony Trollope, who is a writer, one of the most prolific writers of the last century. And I've never read his works, but I've heard of his work ethic, which is pretty popular online. He wakes up every day at 5:30 and makes sure he writes for 3.5 hours a day, and he goes to work as a post office person. I don't know, he works in a post office. He worked in a post office, and that was his day job. He came home and wrote again, and he led a simple life. He led a fulfilling life. That's what his journals say, at least. And yeah, it's a thing to consider. Maybe do art on the side, or maybe do art as your main profession. If you're really into it and you cannot stand working for another person, I'd say go for it. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it if you have the things, if you have the talent and the abilities to back that thing up, especially the work ethic. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you guys in another Q&A next month, and we'll answer more questions and have fun and turn into Batmans. Bye-bye. I don't like Batman, even though I just keep saying I'm Batman. I don't know why I do that. Batman, where are the other trucks going?